Hello, welcome back to Once Human. I think I'll play more of the game since there's not really anything else to play, and I am actually having a lot of fun just by playing the game. I'm just playing the game as I played it in the demo, well, not in the demo, in the playtest. This is the demo. And as you can see, we've built a little more of the base, but more importantly, we have upgraded our gear and we can craft stuff now. Remember that you can only repair gear that you craft. Meaning if you find a pistol or a sniper rifle, you can use them, but once their durability runs out, you cannot use them anymore. Which is an interesting mechanic. I like how that works, but I hope they, let's say, improve on it a little more. You're not the owner. I'm the owner over here. Also, I have calibrated the weapons to 4. And the armor can only be calibrated to 2, but I need so many resources. Anyway, there's no point in spending your Stardust source, because it's very hard to get anyway, so you should probably just upgrade your weapons, since you'll use them a lot more. So let's explore the Monolith of Greed. Just teleport over there. Yeah, I was basically playing for about 3 or 4 more hours. I fully explored the map, did all of the quests, even did some of the special quests that would give you special items, like attachments for your guns. I guess I never really explained the mechanic, but I made some other videos related to this stuff. It's actually called accessory. As you can see, I haven't unlocked them, but they tell you where to do it or where to get them. I guess I'm just lazy. This doesn't... They don't really modify the weapons too much. So I don't really want to get it. So much better. Also, this is enough for me. So let's go and do this quest, which is probably... I'm doing this quest much later than I should be doing it. So we'll be a little bit overpowered. We are actually very well geared for the second part of the game as well, or the second area of the game. Keep in mind that the game is divided into tier areas, so this is the first tier of the game. And we're ready for tier 2. Okay, I really wish they would have done more with the superpowers. That's immune to explosions. Well, tough luck. As you can see, now we're getting into the Rosetta facilities, but like I keep saying, why do most developers want a post-apocalyptic game where the main enemy is humans? The main enemy of the game will be humans, because you'll come to these Rosetta research centers. You have to go inside back. We'll come to these Rosetta centers, and the biggest challenge will be the human enemies, because you will have, you know, the heavy, the snipers, the normal soldiers, the medics. And they'll actually be very strong. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Okay, so remember, your main goal is to do every task in the areas, meaning activate the towers. Yeah, it's also important to activate the teleportation tower. You'll see for what later. The rift anchors and some of the other stuff. Okay, let's wait, I didn't activate that rift. Oh, it's that. The enemy design also keeps getting more and more interesting, but sadly they didn't seem to add new monsters. Oh, it's a money suitcase. Okay, calm down, I need to loot. Yeah, they have a lot of cool mechanics that they never really expanded upon. So I hope they'll expand more on these mechanics as you play more, and I don't know. The game feels like it's okay for now, but it's nothing special, and that's the main problem. It should be special if you want to make a game like this. Yes.
I knew I could count on you. You're quite good at handling deviants, aren't you? I gotta say, we work well together.
I don't think she'll come with us anyway. Look, there was a weapon just over here. Open all of the... Oh, it's an ammo crate? This is rare, you don't really see something like this all the time. I guess it's supposed to prepare you for the boss fight. Yeah, don't worry, the first boss fight is super easy. You can also team up with other players, but... I think they are doing a V-Rising type of deal where you can team up with other players, but it's not really needed. And as you can see, it says 2 players and recommended level is 10, but we should be able to do it very, very easy. I don't know, it seems like the game will be probably worked on for 5 to 10 years after the release. So I'm a bit skeptical about the current state of the game because until the servers are up, we have no idea what the quality of the game is. We're just seeing instances of areas and
Help me!
that's not saying much.
Shouldn't have tried to take what was yours.
Forgive us. Forgive us.
Hey, this is 10 FPS by the way.
Truly a great one.
Mercy, please!
Already fought the shadow
Their submission.
of this enemy.
We are still Legion!
That's pretty nice. Especially like the screaming of this enemy. Yeah, this is my spot over here. Oh, I remember this part. You can control the weapon and use it against it. It's kind of a cool mechanic. Yeah, that's still the boss shooting at us. Well, this will take a lot longer than I remember. Maybe I'm doing this much faster than I remember it. I think they mixed the human scream with the horse scream. Yeah, this will run out of ammo eventually. Can you imagine how much ammo you'd have to waste to do this encounter? I assume you could just shoot the other ones with the minigun as well, but... not a fan of getting shot by explosives. By the boss. I think he has a rocket launcher now. Wait, what the... oh! You are shooting his rockets already. Look at me thinking I would save. I remember that part. And those are homing projectiles as well. Nice. We're level 15. I don't think I ever got this one. Oh, we got it. That's nice. I've also completed the seasonal goals quite a bit. So I have basically all of the memetics I can get for this season right now. For this phase of the season. Okay, don't forget your rewards. Also remember, you cannot do the dungeons all the time. You're going to be limited by those controls and you'll get a lot of stuff over here. A lot of a picture. Especially going to get a lot of gear mods and some other stuff like the Stardust Source. I can actually put stuff on my gear. Those are for the weapons. Oh well, can I get... Yeah, I did get another crit. Yes, we have some barrels over here and some other stuff. So what is this supposed to be? Looks like it's a semi-underground base. I don't know. Because it's just something weird. Doesn't seem to have any purpose. I guess it will not let me exit with the big chain gun. Yeah, that was a lot faster than I remember it. And now we're level 15, which will allow us to pick a bonus memetic skill. Yeah, I guess last time I did spend a lot more time over here. And this is what you can expect from the bosses. The bosses will only get harder and harder from this point until the last one. You will actually need a team. Probably, you can do it solo as well, but solo is so hard and so grindy. You probably do it with max party all the time. So this is also quite nice with the great ones being stealed over here, but they still can escape sometimes. That's the reasoning behind you being able to defeat them multiple times. Since they are practically immortal. Survive the night. Install flashlight in your territory. Now, probably the best aspect of the game that I'm actually looking for is the base building. Building a nice base with adequate power supply, with turrets, with... I don't know. It seems like it will be a fun thing to do. Oh no. Anime girl again.
You did it! Thank you. The fluctuations in Stardust seem to have grown calmer.
The more deviations we contain, we still have 5 more.
Yes. But the Mayflies were wiped out by Rosetta. All because of...
It wasn't your fault, and Rosetta's not the only threat out there. So remember, keep everything... It's super this shit.
Exactly, there are... The main antagonist of the game is Rosetta right now. The Great Ones are also, you know, a problem and something dangerous, but, you know... I am so tired of humans being always the biggest enemy, even when the world is invaded by another dimension. Also upgraded my motorcycle to the tier 2 and some other stuff. Get back to personal territory. Sure. And this location over here actually has a lot of tin ore, a lot of copper ore, even some sulfur, a lot of trees and some other stuff. I didn't really do the zone, since you need to move to the second survivor base in order to unlock... Well, let's just put it like this. The second area of the game will be this one. So the first one is Dayton Wetlands. The second one will be the Broken Delta. And to be able to activate the things from here, you need to activate the second... I don't know. I don't want to say player base. I guess we'll just call it the player marketplace or the AI NPC base. NPC base. What does the game want me to do? I guess we can put the gel instead of the butterfly over here. We draw it. No, actually, oh, I remember the gel now. I liked it because it can create cover for you. Clear Samo and view Mary's messages. Oh, they want me to go back over there? Okay. Now remember to actually use these things over here, meaning they can actually work for you. To work better, you need power. If you don't power them up, they'll slowly give you stuff. It's not a bad game. I think I like the concept, but I don't like the idea of it being so short. I don't know. It seems like the gaming developers need to come up with a platform of a game where people can play the same game, the same save file for months at a time, not just a few weeks. Wipes are annoying.
Bravo! Hard to imagine, or that it could have, just to make sure.
Of course not, we didn't destroy it, it's still there.
Fantastic. It's a shame that most, but clearly, I'd be glad. I only have one small favor to. I simply pay attention to quote a favorite.
Whatever. Message from Mary.
Looks like you'll be able to handle yourself just fine. I'll leave the deviation in there to you. As for me, I'm headed to the Broken Delta. I found traces of another...
Hey, you're...
Oh, we had a question from her.
Yeah, I figured things went wrong.
I don't understand this character.
I still owe you my thanks for finding out what happened. Here's the reward. Well...
You should head over and check it out. Try asking around at a
Now we can go to the Broken Delta.
Maybe I'll see you there.
Now remember, in order to be able to use the teleporter in these things, you need to activate the teleporter tower. Do I have anything activated over here? Nope. Wow, I don't have anything close by. Well. We can use our own stuff. Now, I also want to check out the shops a little bit. Maybe I want to buy some stuff. Depends on how things are over there at the at the trading posts. Now, the good thing about the trading posts is that they're very limited in what they can give you. It's a good thing because otherwise people will just play the entire day. That's a good thing if you can play the entire day, but most people don't have the time. No point in gliding, I just need my motorcycle over here. I'm also surprised how good the base game is. Even with all of the nonsense, it's still a pretty fun game to look at and explore. Oh, that's the radio of the motors. It always catches me by surprise. So this is a tier 2 motorcycle. It's not that different, to be honest. But it's a little bit faster, which goes a long way. Why didn't it activate the stupid thing? Sometimes I don't understand this game. I clearly dropped the motorcycle so I could activate the stupid bird, but it didn't want to activate the stupid bird because I was in the air or something. I guess they still have a lot of things to check out and to modify and maybe to balance. I guess I was trying to get very fancy. The game said no, no fancy stuff. Also tend to die quite a few times just by using this mechanic. Using your motorcycle to go off a cliff. I guess we have to recover. You don't really have to recover what you drop, but I just don't like having a map icon that tells me I died. Kind of like a Dark Souls-ish mechanic if you look at what's left after you die. Okay, that sounds like another that was broken. Also remember to get a lot of hide. You will need so much of it to craft your gear. I also need to craft some bandages, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, that ripple was my loot. Oh, you can also loot that thing when it stops. I guess we'll try and follow it for a little bit. Usually I would hunt the deer and then follow it, but we're doing a nice video right now. I think it's also kind of high. I don't understand why. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Like it's leaking some weird fluid. Anyway, all you need to know is that it has gear and you can enter it and loot it. You'll get energy link and beryllium crystals and some of the other stuff. It's not that good to be honest what the loot is inside, but it's worthwhile. I'm just reading what the people said. Yeah, there is also a hive. So you have the hive and the warband. The warband is a group for PvP. The hive is a group for PvE, which is annoying because it's not really designed for that, but you'll kind of be forced into those two mechanics if you want to get most out of your game, just because you need a group. And you also have different bonuses and you can also do more things with it. I don't know. I don't really understand why they would force the players like this. I'm such a big... this. I'm such a big fan of games having faction versus faction instead of, you know, having clan versus clan. I think that should be the way forward with these types of games.
Alright, pal, hold it. You ever hear the Oh, yeah. So, you here? I can't make any Well,
I'm right here.
understood.
Oh yeah, it's the Mayor S. Oh, I like stuff like that. Okay.
Hey!
So,
Well,
interesting.
It forced so much dialogue on you with
Not a lot of
these
Never enough.
lady
I have another
bosses.
job.
Information.
Sure, I can.
Tell me about the job.
I've got a client. There's a place. You bring me.
And a sweetener.
You're starting.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's speak to the next lady boss.
Maxie Rodriguez.
I'm a mayfly.
Strange is we tried everything. You can go ahead and...
Okay, now we have the override feature, which means we can reset our bonuses and some of the other stuff. I don't know, it's a bit annoying. Because you'll make mistakes and you'll definitely want to change it, because the beginning of the game requires different specializations and then you'll need other ones. For example, the precision refining is good for only for the beginning, but after that, you might want to get something else. 100% durability for the wooden planks, that's nice. Get more meat from animals. Metal scrap and more electronic parts. This is not so good because this is the trap. You will get more items, but you can just farm more items and get more items that way. But as you can see, getting the meat and byproducts, which probably means hide and some of the other stuff, is much harder to get. So we'll get this one. After Master Craftsman, so my gear has more durability. And some extra electronic parts, which I'm not sure I really need. You can probably craft explosives, if I remember correctly, with them, if you have a lot of them.
Now, we've got nowhere. I'm not inclined to trust.
You have my word.
Does that big monolith that Rosetta...
6 months?
Yeah, I figured there's got to be a connection.
I'll check it out then.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sometimes junk or animal carcasses.
Why do I feel like you...
There was a woman. She didn't look like Agnes.
The first infected person?
Pregnant.
Hey.
Who the hell knows? We didn't have many other options. In the end, he...
Wait a minute. What?
They're full of broken...
He really left with...
Some residents... Anyway, we never...
Okay, let's get all of the quests, because I also want to check out something else a little. Oh, he's already here. Let's have a good table, I guess. Yes, I'll go and check it out for you. Remember that you cannot really teleport over here unless you activate the tower, which I always forget what it is. This guy will sell you attachments and some of the other stuff, controllers or star or chrome crates, which I should probably use all of the stuff I have. There are well, have enough of those to buy it. Oh yeah, a double bed, American double bed. You also need to buy a double bed or a bigger bed that will help you heal up faster. So let's use that recipe to buy the bed. Yeah, you also have a lot of other stuff. For example, I think there are 5 cats that will give you different quests. I don't know, it's weird. You also have this shop over here, Nisa, which is basically Mitsuko's model with a jellyfish on the head. You can get them through the events with destroying the cars. You get some interesting mods. Acid as much as you like, Stardust Source, which you should probably take, Premium Fuel, and also something like that. So you probably should just use all of this to buy Stardust Source. That is also limited. Guess it doesn't let me watch that. Fine, let's summon V and he will tell us all about the commissions. So I completed 3 of them. We need to log a couple of more times. I don't want to click it because it will probably... But I did that one. Maybe it was not selected. Yeah, as you can see, this is a massive amount of experience, so you probably want to do it. Yeah, we'll do those as well, since that's so much. Quick one. They have to sell us. He's the guy that sells us stuff for energy, so we definitely buy all of the stuff you can. I think it's useful. Those are useful. The food is also useful. I guess you can buy some of the other stuff, but it's not so important. We can also sell stuff over here. What do I want to sell? Not much. You can also produce stuff in your base and then come over here to sell them, but as you can see, you don't really need energy. Energy is one of the easier resources to get. I guess I'm not that interested in buying cucumber seeds. I don't know, you can probably just buy the cucumber seeds and plant the cucumbers and then use them. I mean, sell them back over here. This is, I think, about the hospital. I'll probably just do it like this. I'll just do more like... Oh yeah. Oh, remember to activate it. Now we have activated it. Now we can teleport over here, back and forth. Hey, that's the... So now we have access to the Broken Delta quests and some of the other stuff. As you can see, I completed all of the stuff that was on the first map. Probably not worth to complete all of them, but I just like to do it anyway. Let's go and make that double bed and rest a little bit so you can see the difference. The difference is massive, I think. The recovery speed. Just the normal bed. Be relaxed. That's barely ticking. Oh, I like these guys so much. They're kind of funny looking. Just demolish it. Let's build something else. It will be under furniture, beds. Oh, carbon fiber plastic. So I guess we'll need to play a lot more until we can unlock that one. I guess we'll have to do the normal bed until that point. So yeah, it's actually very hard to make some of the stuff that they tell you to do. I mean, just look at how expensive it will be to make the power stuff, refined parts. I think we are now up to scrap, so I think that's for level 30 or something like that. Here we're at metal scraps and all-purpose plastics. Yeah, it's so hard to get into the end game of this game. I don't know why the developers chose to have such a slow and methodical approach to it. And this you can just make as many as you want. Yeah, so I guess it's a lot of nice progression. We'll probably have to do all of the quests in all of the areas, and we'll meet back when we are actually progressing to the next tier of the game, which will be tier 3 or maybe 4, depends on how fast I move as always. By then we should have more options in the weapon crafting. Now sadly I don't really like the blueprint mechanic. I understand why it's there and why it works like this, but it just feels like we'll have a reason to get gambling. Flamethrower, grenade launcher, RPG 7. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. So the game is kind of good, but I think it needs, of course, a lot more work and a lot more stability work. So let me see if I can enhance some of this stuff for a task. Yeah, we can enhance it now. Upgraded. It enhanced the attributes, status damage for plus 12%. I don't know. That's such a weird thing to have. Stop looking. That's also a very good way to level up. It doesn't seem like it's much of an experience, but also you get, when you complete all of them, you get this stuff over here, which is Starochrome and controllers. Massive. Sink. Well, I guess I should use one of these guys. That's synchronized, and now we can use its abilities to build a fortification, which you can just take cover. I don't know, it looks kind of goofy, but it's still fun. I guess I need to be in battle to use that anyway. We'll do that as well. Repair any armor once, upgrade any weapon. Oh, I need to use the blueprint, and I also need to use the... Okay. Let's just do some of the other tasks before I end the video, because I think this is also important so people kind of understand what the game is all about. Not the resourcing, basically. You'll be using so much of your resources for stuff like this that you don't even understand what can be done. Metal Apprentice. Yeah, warband. Prices. Automotive, okay. Change the color of your vehicle. I cannot say I really like it. But hey, look at that. More controllers, so we can do more dungeons if we want. But I'll be saving all of the controllers for the end game dungeons. Gunsmith, craft a melee weapon. I guess you can also complete that one. I'm also curious what you get for completing this one. Let's just make one of those regular ones. No, you don't really get much for that one. Wow. So you only get basically the experience from this side of the quest, and then you just get the big reward. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. It feels a little bit annoying. I think what the game wants me to do is go over here to the blueprints. And if I had any blueprints, I would use them to upgrade something. Anyway, that's all for now. As you can see, we are advancing quite fast, and that's basically all of the mechanics you can see in the game. Bye bye.